and good day to you, my friend. I hope you've been having a swell time, and today we finally get to hatch a new divine dragon. It's been a while since we've had a new divine to hatch, but we have the beautiful little CHRONO APEP dragon egg to get hatching. I mean, look at it. Just some of the egg designs and dragon designs from recently just look, I don't know, it's like there's more detail, or they're just cooler to me. Does that make sense? I guess it does. But either way, here is CHRONO APEP, our little baby. So evidently, the far future is no less disorderly than the present so long as the CHRONO APEP dragon is there. Its bionic helmet only increases its chaotic power, so approach with caution. And you know, some people have been asking, should you use this guy in your team? Should you not? I mean, realistically, he's not the best divine in the world, and he's obviously not going to be quite as OP as something like Chrono Isis or Hathor or Freya, because he doesn't have those kinds of overpowered stats. But just in case you're wondering what his actual stats are and elements, again, I'll always tell you to go on the DML wiki and check it out, because it's super easy to go and find it. But CHRONO APEP here is a divine plant and water. As you can see, 260 base health, 75 attack. So his attack isn't incredibly high, his health isn't incredibly high. But plant water, even though he's not necessarily the best divine out there, you might need those two elements on your team, and maybe you've got some sort of weird team going on and you need the water and you've already got the earth element, or you've already got the metal element or something. I don't know, he's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, you know, with all of these other exception divines and such hanging around, it's difficult to choose what you actually want on your team, because everything comparatively just feels really bad. But CHRONO APEP, he's a cool dragon, and you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again, he basically just looks like he's wearing like jogging bottoms, if that makes sense. You know how people wear the like workout gear that has the big line down it? Look, I'll stop feeding it. You see what I mean? It's like he's wearing blue slacks or blue jogging bottoms with that big line on it. It's like he's about to go and enter into the Olympics. Am I the only one that sees that? I can't be. Has to be other people that see what I see. But I also really like his tail, although it does freak me out a little bit. A little scythe, you know, kind of creepy. But CHRONO APEP here was causing all sorts of commotion in the castle event, distorting time. Come on, dude. The proto-divines have to come out all the way to here just because you've been a little bit of a nuisance. Can't believe you've done that. Can't believe you forced that to happen, Kez. But either way, that is a new divine. I've still been trying to breed for the Greener Gate dragon, but we haven't been lucky so far with getting the Greener Gate. So it is what it is. But quickly, before we do anything else, I just want to point out there is a bundle for my dragon, as I have now claimed it. I'm just kidding. It's just little chick is basically as close as I'm probably ever going to get to a duck, even though it said little chicken. But that's me, and you get 7 days of VIP and 10 Dragon Fury S's for £4. It's only a rare though, so it's not a dragon you're going to use on your team. But if you want it, you can buy it right now. There's also a couple of other bundles for the Sprite and Droid dragons, because if you don't want to have to breed them so that you can start breeding Greener Gate, you can buy them outright. I don't recommend doing that, but if you want to, there's also the chance for that. But I don't know. It's like with the Greener Gate, you're so unlikely to breed it anyway because of the actual breeding odds, and then you're going to get one of the 5 shared breeding times and probably not get the dragon that you want anyway. Feels bad, dude. Feels super bad, dude. But in the meantime, I guess we can always collect some dungeon currency and see if we get anything. Am I ever gonna get a dungeon dragon, do you think? Or do you think I've been relegated into the never ever getting it category? It's quite upsetting. It's like, what have I done wrong? I get that I hate the dungeon, but apart from that, what have I done wrong? What have I done to deserve basically being ignored by the RNG gods in the dungeon? I don't know. I didn't think what I said was that egregious, but fine. I accept my fate. What are these quests? Weak attacks and 3 dragons with 1 blow. Ugh. 30 points? Ugh. So petty. So meaningless. Probably won't even get me like 1 tile. And I'm still waiting for them to up the amount of dungeon currency that we can earn every week. I still don't like the fact that the cooldown on this dungeon is so long. I really wanted this to be an endless mode, and every time I think about it, it makes me angry. But we gotta live with what we have, I suppose. So here we are. Here we are. But Warden, come to me. If I sing a song, will you... I don't know. I can't think of another word for that. See, why do you keep giving me 30 quest points? I don't want this. I don't want this at all. You know, at this point I feel like the dungeon is just trying to annoy me as much as possible. Just give me some... Actually, I don't even know what quests I enjoy in this dungeon. None of them is the answer. Yeah, I don't know what you want to give me, to be honest. I wish even I knew. But I don't know, some people enjoy the dungeon, and if you do, power to you. I'm glad you found something that you like. I will never understand it, but I'm glad that you like it. Although it's another one of those things where if you have a specific type of team composition, you just have an outright advantage over other people. Like if you have a bunch of really solid defensive dragons, you're going to do super well in the dungeon. If you've got the exception divines that are also really tanky, like Freya's, you're going to do really well. If you don't have any AoE abilities, you're not going to get diddly squat, are you? You're not going to get diddly squat. So... I wish that going into the future they would stop making specific events where it's like, oh yeah, if you've made your team in a specific way, you basically can't enjoy this event to its fullest, by the way. I don't like that. Because it's like, I thought this entire game was about choice and having tons of different dragons and being able to do what you want with them. But in reality, it's just pick a divine, use it, get some overpowered exception divines, use them, and that's it. You can't use ceremony dragons anymore, not properly anyway. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but you'd probably be a little bit of a ditz. So, I don't know. I don't know what I've been told. I don't know. Don't ask. Literally don't even ask. But I do remember that we were told that we'd be getting some more information today on the upcoming update. I'm not sure if that's going to be coming out very soon, or if it will be coming out towards the end of the day, or maybe even tomorrow. Depends on what time zone they were talking about, I suppose. But this new info, if I get an extra, which we should, then I'm wondering if there's going to be anything at all that's going to change, like the Enchantment League, or, you know, actually gameplay related, because I believe Adam said on the forums that it was more of a minor update than anything else, which means we're probably going to get, like, 0 changes, basically. But we know that we got new dragons, which is cool. I'll take new dragons, but I want to know if anything else has changed. This better not be like, oh yeah, this is some of the new stuff that's coming out, by the way. And then the final thing that we find out about is some like super game breaking change to like reducing the amount of portal gems that we can get again. That would be quite bad. So I hope that's not the case. If anything, if they've made any changes, I hope that it's to make something less grindy. Who would have thought? Yes, it directly benefits me. I get it. I've got my own reasons for wanting that, but the main reason I want stuff like that is to help the lower level guys. I feel so bad for them. Like, I've got all this stuff to use whenever I want, but the lower level guys, they're just sort of stuck there. They don't even have divines, some of them. But at least everyone's going to get a free legendary soon, though. Yes, that's a bonus with that Water Lily legendary dragon that's coming in the new update. And apparently it's for 90 days of login, which is quite unexpected, because we've got tons of daily login reward dragons now. Not enough, because someone like me that's been logging in since release, we are due another login reward dragon. But we've got the Sage Dragon and all of those kinds of dragons. So I want some new ones. I want some new ones so that as we keep logging in we can get more. But at the same time, most people have not been playing for 4.5 years. And I understand that maybe they think that that's a little bit over the top for a Sorry, I appear to be annoyed because I yet again cannot click on the clan quest at all. Remember this bug that was ruining my life like 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I literally can't press it. Look, I can click this, I can click this, I can click this, but can't click the clan quest. You see that? Why does this one particular button choose to not work? Well, you know, I guess screw the clan then. Huh! Didn't even want to get some points for you anyway, losers. You know, it's just one of those things. I feel really bad for the clan mates because I barely do clan quests as it is. And there's new clan dragons that are coming out. There's a Halcyon dragon that I want. But then this keeps happening with clan events. It's like, how is this still a bug? It's been going on for ages now. Although before, it wasn't just with the clan button. It was, if you minimize your window at all on PC, the buttons would all basically freak out. And if you go to click something, it just would not register. Because apparently the actual box where you could select the item was not where it should have been. I don't know what's happened with the clan event now, but apparently it's undoable. It's like you can get in about 50% of the time, you'll restart the game, sometimes it'll work, then you'll restart it again and then it won't. I don't know the exact reason why it is so buggy and so useless at the moment. But it's just another reason why I get so sick of doing stuff like clan events. Clan events, if we're being honest, are probably some of the buggiest events in DML. Yes, the castle events have been pretty bad over time. Yes, everything has had a bug on it at some point. But I genuinely think that the multiplayer related stuff in DML, mainly the clan events, has been so buggy since clan events were ever released. Because if I'm remembering right, way back when, we didn't even have clan stuff, like, at all. Anything related to clans. I believe that there was a time in DML where it was basically you load up the game and you were all on your lonesome. No special clan dragons. No special feeling of community. What, you like feeling like there's a community? What are you, an idiot? Well, at least there weren't the constant bugs. But, you know, all games do have bugs, especially with how complicated they are these days. I get that. All games have bugs. But some games have a lot more bugs than others. DML, for how relatively simple the game is compared to a lot of other titles, it is astonishing how many bugs are actually in the game that are, like, completely game-breaking. Or event breaking. Like, I can't do the clan event. I literally cannot. You might as well make it so that I can complete a recipe and not get any points for it, because it would be the exact same as me not being able to even open up the clan quest button. That's how bad it is. So I might as well pretend as if I can't do the clan events at all, because I can't. So I guess I don't need to pretend. Very sad, dudes. Very sad indeed. I don't know. I feel like I'm just saying, I don't know, recently about DML, it's like, certain things are just annoying me. Annoying me greatly, and they're never getting fixed. Sure, maybe it's my fault because I pretty much never put in a direct report to customer care myself. But the main reason I don't is because I know that other people have already put in their own reports about this issue and had responses from Gameloft, and they've said that it's a problem, but it's still not fixed. So I don't know what to say at this point. If you know it's a problem, why ain't it being fixed? Huh? And I do. Again, I'm not saying that Gameloft's bug fixing is necessarily the worst in the world or anything like that. But dude, I could only imagine a DML where we get a new event or a new clan thing and it just runs smoothly. I've never had that. I still remember the time on Android DML where I literally could not access my phone DML account at all for an entire month. It didn't matter where the phone was, how many times I restarted it, what I cleared, if I uninstalled and reinstalled, because the game was so broken that it would not even work. And that was during a Divine event. So I was a little bit annoyed. And that's the reason I don't really play on mobile DML anymore. Because after that fiasco happened, where I literally could not access mobile DML for a month, I was like, I have never encountered something so bad that has never been fixed. So I just stopped logging in, and I have not really cared to log in since. We do have certain dragons on mobile DML that I don't have on PC still, and that kind of sucks because I'd like the dragon collector points on PC DML, but at the same time, if my game's gonna break and I can't play it, I don't care enough to log in and do it anymore. Yeah, it's fixed now, but it took a month. It's obscene. It's ridiculous. Can you imagine if League of Legends took an entire month to fix the fact that people literally could not log into their game? Yeah, I reckon a few people would be mighty angry. But because it's DML, people just don't care enough, right? I don't know. Annoyed is the only way to say it. But for some of the other bug fixes that they've done over time, I do appreciate the DML bug fixing team. But there's a lot of work that could be done. There's a lot of work that could be done indeed. You know, I'm not going to say they don't do anything, but there's definitely room for improvement. Dude, should we try and click it again? Yeah, look, it's still not working, is it? There we go! I only took like 6 times. See what I mean? It's so iffy as to whether it lets you in or not. Don't know. How does it break that badly? It's not my connection to the server, obviously, because my connection's fine. Dunno, dude. I'm just gonna... Should we try it again? Okay, it's not working again. Alright, I give up. I give up. Alright, I'm going. I'm getting angry. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. I hope that you got your own CHRONO APEP and other divines. And I hope you get the greener gate and stuff too. Okay, everything's broken now. Well, see ya.